Spencer, for those of you who probably don't remember if you didn't keep up with the Mama Mac story too much, is the main quote unquote victim in the story. I say victims in quotations uh, very loosely because, well, okay, you can call me a victim blamer all you want, but if you genuinely, if you hook up with a guy, right? You move into his place. He lives with his mom. The mom don't know about you, so you have to hide from the mom. And on top of that, he believes that he's a vampire werewolf hybrid. And ergo, you start believing that you're a vampire werewolf hybrid? I don't know, chat. I don't know. How much of that is on you at that point? I don't know, especially because how old was she? How old was she? Like 16? 17? 16, 17? Around that age? I don't know. I feel like at that point in your life, you should have enough cognitive awareness to know that you're not a goddamn vampire. That vampires are fucking fake. That maybe, I don't care what your fucking living situations like prior to that. Maybe it's a massive fucking red flag to live with a guy and have to constantly hide from his mother, who he still lives with. I'm sorry, what? And then on top of that, right? On top of that, he starts including other girls, supposedly. And then it's not just that he is polyamorous and includes other girls in this vampire werewolf cult, in quotations, cult, is that you start helping him get other girls. Supposedly, right? Supposedly, you're helping him get other girls who you are alleging are underage. So you, at the very least, are some kind of accomplice to this, right? Little what was the name of Epstein's assistant? Maxwell. What was that? Was that her last name, Maxwell? Anyway, yeah. I don't know. It just seems kind of fishy, right? You forgot, John. She procured the girls. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you see, Minna? You see? You wait for me to make my goddamn point. Yeah, you see Maxwell type shit. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You see, chat? I'm already spitting facts before you can even type it out. That's how much of a legend I am on YouTube. But okay, but I fucking digress anyway. And then, right, she goes to supposedly like her childhood best friend. She goes back to her childhood best friend. And Lord and behold, right? Her childhood best friend is also the sibling of Mama Max. At the point of them meeting, the most well-known PDF file hunter on YouTube. Despite the fact that, he never actually caught one. I'm saying, never caught one. Can you call yourself a pedo hunter at that point? I don't think so. But yeah. But yeah. Like, god damn. And then, like, who's the bigger fucking idiot here though? Is it Max or is it Spencer? All right, because on some level, both of them know what they're saying is complete and utter horse shit, right? Like, and this guy, by the way, this whole story fucking ruined Max's career, right? I mean, he was a fucking dog shit YouTuber before then, all right? He was a dog fucking shit YouTuber who fucking tried to ruin Tommy C's career by saying that he was a pedo supporter. Like, we'll deal with censorships if this gets edited. He was trying to say Tommy C was a pedo supporter because he had Vito call in, and Vito made a joke tweet about supporting pedophiles when Max was doing that whole pick a side YouTube nonsense. This whole thing screams conflict of interest to me. Oh, yeah, well, dude, let's not even forget the fact that Spencer is living with Max. Okay? Call me a creep, call me a sick fuck all you want. But I'm under the impression that those two were probably more than likely sleeping together. I don't know. I think something happened between the two of them. That's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. But I'm just saying, this YouTuber who, by the way, has in the past been accused of five women of some creepy shit. Something tells me that he's not exactly expecting nothing by him allowing you to stay in his home. And yes, I get it. Supposedly at the time he had a girlfriend, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Kind of weird, kind of creepy, right? I'm just saying, ladies in the audience, right? If a guy just randomly offers to house you, how he offers to house you, offers to help you with a place and this, that, and the other thing, and expects nothing, or says that he expects nothing from you. That sounds like something fishy is about to go down. I don't know about you, but you guys, I hope you have enough cognitive awareness to think maybe he wants to fuck me. I hope women who watch this would see that situation and goes, "Oh yeah, he's trying to get laid." He's paying her too. How are you gonna pay a girl to live with you? Well, wasn't it like some weird thing which like she's like he had her technically as like an employee or some shit like that? Like she was in no, I don't even think it was necessarily that he was paying her. I think it was what she was in charge of the victim's funding money or some shit like that. Anyway, don't worry, we're getting into it. We're getting soon enough. I'm just monologuing because holy fuck, this was a stupid ass situation from all corners of this whole thing. Employee at the spank bank. Oh my god, Drew, yeah. Oh my god, Cameron Gerard Davis. Wouldn't be surprised if Spencer claimed that Max gave her 8 more miscarriages and was feeding her McDonald's grease. Jesus Christ. We're all going to hell. I hope you are ready for that journey with me, chat. Because we're going to get the penthouse suite. Don't you worry. Penthouse suite. Anyway, this is an old, old tweet from Chris. Again, guys, I was gone for a little bit. This tweet says, "Oh no, Spencer is burning it all down. He bought her a dog, LMAO. Do you know the lore, chat?" So, yeah. Okay, guys, okay. What I'm gonna say is, okay, grab your drink of choice, whether it's hard liquor, a nice sody pop, or just water, because you're basic. But we're gonna be here for a little bit. Okay, we got these messages to read. We're gonna be watching someone else's video because I'm just lazy like that, you know. And yeah, should be a decent like hour of a show. All right, so here's Spencer's messages. These are on Instagram, and I don't know who these are to. I'm sure it's already been revealed, but I'm too lazy to search. So I ended up moving in with the YouTuber that was supposed to help me expose the cult, as it was my last resort. He promised to cover food, medical, everything. Well, he only wanted to help for the money, so he never paid any of my medical from the start. I just love how, like, Cause like we'll see how what remains of Max's like loyal rabid audience reacts to Spencer not wanting to uh be a part of Max's whole universe, right? And like it's instant like, oh, he was just in it for the fucking money. I'm sorry, you went to the guy who's professionally known as the supposed like pedo catcher on YouTube, and he makes money off of doing that, and you're shocked that he wanted to make money off of your story. I'm sorry, what? Excuse me? Who the fuck do you think you were fucking going to? If you didn't want him to like fucking profit off your bullshit story, maybe you should have fucking gone to the cops. But the fucking cops would have fucking laughed at you because you're a fucking moron who believes she was a goddamn vampire. Like, I'm sorry, excuse me? He was paying for her medical help, and she's learning to drive, and her food was paying her to live there. Apparently, dude, imagine paying a woman to like be in your residence and you're not fucking her. You see, that's why I refuse to believe nothing happened between them. But then again, if the second something sexual happened, Spencer would have said something. I feel like Spencer would have said something, or hell, maybe that needs to be revealed. Who knows? He was literally being a dad to her. Was he being a dad or was he being a daddy? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Enough with the degenerate jokes. Enough with the degenerate jokes. Okay, we're a good Christian channel. But yeah. He only wanted to help with money, medical from start. He's buying food at first, but then he tanked his career, which in who do you think fucking tanked his career? You and your bullshits. King of nothing. Why is it say king of nothing below her shit? Is that someone else's? No. I think that's like their Is that their at on Instagram? It's been a fucking long time since I've used Instagram, so let me double check that real quick. ADHD brain going here. Because I swear to God, she's messaging fucking King of Nothing. Oh my God, imagine King of Nothing makes like the actual video on Cameron Gerard Davis that was supposed to happen this whole time. I would fucking laugh. I would laugh my goddamn ass off. Anyway. Tanked his career, which in turn has people convinced I'm a bad person like him, so people are stalking me online. What do you... Oh... Oh, what was that whole talk of like Max is helping the victims? Max is helping the victims. Max is helping the victims, guys. Max is such a good person. You don't understand. You don't understand. Max is such a good person. My fucking God. Have you seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet? No, I haven't. And I don't know, maybe let's focus on the topic at hand. You know what I'm saying? And just like I'm going into a fucking tirade about a moronic fat goth chick who believed she was a goddamn vampire, and he's like, "Yo, have you seen this movie yet? Have you seen this movie yet, bro?" No, I haven't seen the movie. I want to. I haven't seen it yet. Sure, I will sometime though. But yeah, here she is ranting and raving just about how bad of a person Mama Max is. And like, oh gee, I wonder if there was like a group of people who was telling you that Max was like bad news to begin with. I wonder if there was a group of people online telling you not to do this bullshit. If only they existed. Right? And only if you listen to them, right? And want me out because he's not making money off me, but still wants to try to make money off. Wait, what? He wants because he's not making money off me, but still wants to try to make money off me. Jesus Christ, was she speaking? What is this one of those text messages where it's like she was speaking into, she was doing text to speech? I'm sorry, a speech to text? Was she doing that bullshit? I fucking hate when someone messaged me with that, because they send me what this is, which is like a fucking like college essay length response. Jesus Christ. If Max is dealing with like with like messages this long every day, I don't blame him for kicking her out, because Jesus Christ, I would have done that too. It wants me out because I'm not. He's got me a dog and had me move everything I own to anchor me. I figured out a foster for my dog until I can figure out permanent housing out. But my biggest issue is needing someone willing to drive the full 18 hours from Dallas to here and here back. I have the U-Haul trailer figured out, but I'm panicked because I don't get out after my dog leaves on the 15th. And I'll be stuck here till after my birthday and have no way to really feed myself. Oh God. Imagine you don't feed that beast. It'd be like a Gorlak the Destroyer situation where she's just fucking eating everything in sight. Like, god damn. Like, god damn. This whole situation is sketchy and fishy as fuck to me. But Muta, you don't understand. Max is doing all he can, but Muta. Also, like, I'm sorry, Spencer. I'm sorry that you don't like the online criticism that you're getting. I'm not even gonna say it's hate. It's online criticism. You don't like that you're getting that? Don't make yourself the central figure in a goddamn vampire werewolf cult story. Don't reveal that you're supposedly the one who's helping him like capture girls. Don't admit that you genuinely believe that you were a vampire werewolf. It's not exactly going to get yourself sympathy points. She's an energy vampire is what she is. Oh God. Ain't she? Well, I feel like a lot of women are energy vampires. Sorry, I just listened to the Dick Masterson show, so I'm in my full sexist energy right now. Let's see. He's not physically hurting me, but withholding funds that were supposed to be mine since January, saw me struggling to donate plasma just to feed my dog and myself, gaslights me, and also tried to convince me to break up with Michael. Ooh. Is he trying to make you break up with him so that way you can be all his? Is that it? Who's the Michael in this situation? I wonder. Who's Michael? The Michael Afton from Five Nights at Freddy's? He had $5,000 that he was supposed to give back to me as funds for the survivors of the cult, but everyone else fucked off. Oh, so you're seeing an opportunity for yourself to get $5,000 free dollars. Money that you don't have to work for. All you have to do is just cry and say you were a victim. And, make sure none of the other supposed victims get the money. Dude, remember when you guys remember when, like, Muda was supposed to be sued?
It's 14 pages!
I wonder what fucking happened with that. Also, what was that? What was that about? Cameron Gerard Davis becomes a member. Thank you, Cameron Gerard Davis. For your long-term membership. Thank you so much. I don't know why she keeps thinking people would use her to make money. She ain't all that and a pack of saltines. Goddamn. But yeah, like, holy fucking shit. Guys, did you know Mama Max, the guy who's like manipulative and like twists things to get his way, is manipulative, and he twisted things to get his way? I'm shocked by that. I finally remembered again today, and he's taking 1,700 in expenses, so I only get $3,300, and he wants to do it in 5 payments of $660. I got my first payment today, but covering my dog's transportation and my friends to foster him. Let's see. Basically, she ran out the first payment already because she doesn't know how to fucking save money. If you make a post, please just don't name me, as people on Reddit are stalking me because of this YouTuber. Again, I don't know why she keeps the name vague. Everyone knows who you're fucking talking about. Do you think by just like, oh, if I just say YouTuber, everyone's gonna magically fucking not remember the guy who I was dick riding figuratively and most likely literally? Like, do you think everyone's just gonna remember? Oh yeah, that's. Oh yeah. Wait, which YouTuber did she blow? What was his name? What was it like? Papa Dax? Oh no, you're fucking stupid for keeping it vague because everyone knows who you're fucking talking about. That's why Muda left Twitter. He's running from Spencer. Oh yeah, that must have been it. That's why Muda left Twitter. It explains everything. But yeah, enough of that goddamn bullshit. So we have a update video. If I'm correct, this is in case any of this information gets brought up. So remember when Mama Max made that post about how he had to get an actual job? Well, I guess he got a job as like a youth center film teacher, and he teaches kids how to do film.
That's right, you read the title correctly. Mama Max has just resurfaced, but not in the way that you think. No, he did not start making videos again, instead he's working with children who are victims of child exploitation. Even though months ago it was exposed that he hosted images of child exploitation on his mega account, which was actually updated recently with a lot more information just a few days ago. And it's not looking good for Mama Max. So to give a little bit more backstory on who Mama Max is, he is a YouTuber, or was a YouTuber, he's not really active anymore. He was a YouTuber who did anime reviews and creepy game reviews, but most notably he was known for his Predator Hunter videos. So he would make all these elaborate, really long video essays on hunting predators and exposing them, and
and he never got a single goddamn one. Never got a single goddamn one. But yeah, so just the briefest thing on that, and we're gonna jump right into the video because the Mama Max subreddit is basically banded together, and I guess Max's sister has made a post talking about how Spencer's actually like super evil, and she's not a victim, she's just a whore, that type of stuff. So let's listen.
I will break your fingers.
Have you done it already? After my last video on Max, a source close to Spencer reached out to me with the truth about Spencer, and they explained all of Spencer's lies that she spread about herself and her backstory on the internet. They would like to remain anonymous, but if any large YouTuber wants to cover this story, reach out to me and I'll put you in contact with my source and you can verify the truth of what I say in this video.
I'm gonna have a super hot take of everyone in this story is a goddamn liar. We shouldn't believe anyone in who says anything even closely related to Spencer, Max, Cameron, Gerard, Davis. I think they all need to be fucking laughed off the internet. Spencer needs to be laughed off, Max needs to be laughed off, and no one can find Cameron Gerard Davis for the life for the life of him. So he's basically already run off. Nothing was accomplished by this story except making a whole lot of other YouTubers richer that weren't Mama Max.
So Spencer, aka Shelby, is a person who was, according to her, involved in a vampire cult. This cult leader was a man called Camden Gerard Davis. He allegedly abused her and kept her in that cult and manipulating her to stay. She ran away to that cult from her abusive family and managed to get out, and she went to Mama Max to break the story and make videos about it.
My name is Spencer, and I am a survivor of Camden Gerard Davis, the leader of a destructive cult that has...
Yeah, look at all these women who totally do not look like they are emotional and mental wrecks. Can you imagine being in a conversation with any of those women for more than like 5 minutes? Jesus Christ, I probably want to jump off the nearest building on Minecraft. Let's see. The funny thing is, people only know who she is because of Max. He literally showed her full name in the video they made about her. Is it confirmed to his sister? What did I do? I'm the victim here. Oh yeah, that's right. Cameron Gerard Davis is the real victim. Listen, Max and his racist friends with benefits girl are just they're being extremely racist, quite frankly, against my main man, my homeboy, Cameron Gerard Davis. Like, what the fuck? You know, we got a lot of stuff that brings black men down, and you pull this bullshit. Nah, that ain't cool. I'm not. You know, I'm down for a lot of things. Racism is not one of them. Hashtag do better.
victimized hundreds of minors. This video is our screen for action.
On March 18th, 2016.
You know that clip from Blazing Saddles where the guy's like, where the white women at? That was Cameron Gerard Davis when he was in a Hot Topic, and they just all flocked to him.
Spencer, a 16-year-old girl from Wiley, Texas, mysteriously disappeared, lured by the illusion of joining a supernatural family as a vampire on some random corner of the internet. She actually found herself ensnared.
And again, how, like, if you just get plain kidnapped, you know, that's pretty traumatic as a kid. But like, if you're a kid, a teenager in this instance, who believes the person they're going to is like a vampire werewolf, who, as shown here, poses as a werewolf god, I feel like you're mostly to blame when it comes to that. That's just me.
In a dangerous sex cult, led by a child predator, posing as a werewolf god, the man had recruited hundreds of young children, subjecting them...
Hundreds and hundreds. We never see the hundreds. That was the funny thing, too. Supposedly, this guy, Cameron Gerard Davis, was able to hold, like, a cult with hundreds of members, which, by the way, some of the most infamous cults in, like, North American history never managed to get. But, and, like, you know, because what was it? The church that believed in, like, that the aliens would, like, come and take them. They all wore like Nike stuff, and like one member is like still alive to like maintain the website. I forget the name of that cult, but like they only had like a couple dozen members, right? But they only had a couple dozen members, but everyone fucking knew about them, right? How is it that you're supposedly that charismatic cult leader with hundreds and hundreds of followers, but no one has ever heard about you, and you're supposedly your main source of like getting cult members? Heaven's Gate, thank you. And supposedly your main source of getting cult members is through online activity, but you're like, no one's ever heard of you? I'm sorry? BBD all girls. Oh God, yeah, that's a. Listen, I've dated a few girls with BPD, and yeah, yeah, that fits. That fits. I'm an awful person.
Almost 7 years later, Spencer and the other survivors shared their stories with me. This video serves as their scream for action against their perpetrator.
I laugh every time I see that.
At least that's her side of the story.
Damn.
And her story has plenty of holes in it, as you'll see in a bit. Now, the internet already picked up on this when the whole thing about Max was exposed, and everyone already became suspicious of Spencer's intentions. They suspected she's lying.
Oh, it's a grift for her, not Max. Max is a good guy. Is this the cope his fans his fans have fallen into? Is that Max is such a good guy. He wanted to believe her straight away cuz believe all victims. But she's a lying whore. That Spencer, she led Max astray. Is that what I'm getting here?
Lying, but nobody had the actual truth until now.
Let's see. Yes, I do believe this is a grift for her. Even if something might have happened to her, she is embellishing it to the 9th degree. In all of her actions and her positions within this cult, and now Max's group are suspicious as all hell. The fact that she is the one who is pushing for the lawsuit is another thing that stinks. Or is this referring to the lawsuit with Muta? No, I think it was actually I think it was it was a 50-50 thing with her and Max pushing that lawsuit. Again, they're trying to detach any responsibility that Max has for his screw up in the story, and it's hilarious. From the looks of it, she and this Cameron guy had a clingy Tumblr relationship. Were into RP servers, had a falling out, and then she decided to blow him up for money years later. I don't trust her one bit. Oh, now the sex trafficker cult leader is now just an innocent victim. He's just an innocent victim. He's just an innocent little victim. Hundreds? How did I fit that many children in my mom's basement? It's a 2-story house, not an Asian sweatshop. But if I had the soundboard active, that would have been funny. But goddamn, hundreds.
Now. And recently, an alleged friend of Spencer came out explaining their story with Spencer and how Spencer has lied and manipulated her way through every situation. There has also been some suspicious activity going on in these subreddits, such as brand new accounts joining, making posts about Spencer and then getting deleted, etc. So there's definitely something weird going on ever since Max tanked his career, and especially since we got him fired from the Casa del Paso thing. So I'll go over...
Oh god, he got fired from that? That's hilarious.
For each of her many claims.
Look, I'm not for life ruination, right? But this is also the same guy who tries to ruin other people's lives and financial opportunities. So I mean, when it happens to him, I can't help but laugh just a little bit.
Claims about herself and about her past and her life about Camden, the cult, and life with Mama Max, starting with her past. Her first claim is that she was abused by her family, and this is one of Spencer's main lies. Spencer was not abused by her family, at least from what I gather. She grew up in a good home in Texas and had whatever she wanted. She was obsessed with online serial killer roleplay and all kinds of other not safe.
That's healthy. That's really healthy. Again, guys, I know this I won't insult him too much. This lovely chap is pretty much believing, it seems like, everything that the Reddit post is saying. But keep in mind, the Reddit post it seems like it's very biased, obviously against Spencer. And as I said previously, do not trust anyone who is relatively involved in this story, who has had any personal ties to Spencer, any personal ties to Max. Don't trust anyone from Max's community. Don't trust anyone who's saying that they were a part of the cult. Because everyone involved in this story has been a goddamn liar. And I wouldn't trust them as far as my vampire strength would allow me. Ah, yes, the magical ingredient, cinnamon. Don't forget the cinnamon. Oh, that's right. Don't forget the cinnamon, guys. Cinnamon makes everything better.
For work stuff from a young
Especially
age,
when you get-
and you
when
can
you get
even
rid of
see
the
that
baby.
from the Tumblr accounts and who she interacted with. She was also good friends with a person who wrote a lot of this roleplay, still, which I won't name right now, and this involved a lot of and serial killer
Jesus Christ, this is fucked up shit.
roleplay, etc. So she most likely started believing all of this roleplay stuff she was involved in. Now, when she ran away from home, she alleges that her stepmother hit her. However, this person that reached out to me has a different story. So she was going to have her phone taken away, and she didn't like that, so when that happened, she physically struck her stepmother before running away from home. Spencer was never abused as a child, or abused at all. She did go missing when she ran away to a boyfriend, but she was not gone long. There was never a cult, it was a role-playing group. When her grandfather died, she went to live with Max because he was paying for her to do a story so they could make money on YouTube. I have seen so many videos on the internet about her, and everyone here is disgusted that knows her. She has claimed abuse her whole life. She claims to have disabilities, she claims she never went to therapy. Everything out of her mouth is a lie. I literally saw a video where she says her stepmother abused her. No, she attacked her stepmother when her stepmother took her phone at 14, so she ran away to be with her boyfriend in a role-playing group. I know your videos haven't covered a lot of that story, but I'm just finding anybody that is willing to know that she was not abused. She has claimed abuse on her family, she's claimed abuse of friends, she's claimed abuse of people that have been.
Now, again, take this all with a grain of salt. The smallest grain of salt. But if any of this is true, god damn, is Max the dumbest YouTuber on the platform. The absolute dumbest. I would trust... Oh god, who's like a really... I would trust Herman. I would trust Herman Smith with an essay story better than I would Mom Max. If any of you guys are a long-time viewer, you know who Herman Smith is. And I don't think he's allowed to be unsupervised, even in his home. So if I would trust him more than I do Max in this situation, you know it's fucked.
Employed her, she says she can't hold a job due to disabilities and she's a fraud. She was never thrown around in foster care, she went to a group home when she was found in Georgia after her and that Camden broke up, and she was found in a park and then was picked up by her family. She never wanted to follow rules, she didn't want to go to school, she lived in a fantasy world online and the internet has ruined her, and now it's all about trying to become famous and making money. I also want to—
Hell yeah, brother, that's what it's all about, okay? Listen, we're all just trying to get internet famous and, you know, and we can blow that money on Bugattis and cocaine. That's the dream I want to live in. And you know, even if it isn't Spencer, who in Alucard's name is gooning to a 50 and 60-year-old cannibalistic sped that wears human faces? People be horny for anything nowadays. Yeah. Listen. White girls who want attention, that's one hell of a drug, man. I had a friend as a teen that ran away because her mom took her phone. She hid in my backyard and we ate pizza. Yo, was it good pizza? I hope it was good pizza.
To say this child from her whole story I heard online from the beginning is really disgusting. Shelby was a spoiled child who grew up with everything she's ever wanted. She lives in a fantasy world and is always a victim. She really needs to be in a mental hospital right now. The next claim is that she is disabled. Spencer often lies saying that she is disabled or has some sort of disability. However, that's far from the truth. As far as I know, she has no diagnosed physical disability. In fact, according to my source, she has attempted to get disability payments by pretending to be disabled in court and carrying a cane. This is all.
I'm just I can't work a 9 to 5. Just imagining her just like that episode of South Park where Cartman is pretending to be disabled to get into the Special Olympics. You know, hang on. I'm pulling that up now. I'm pulling that up. Give me 1 second, chat. 1 second.
Hello there.
This is Spencer.
I would like to
This is Spencer when she was at court trying to get disability checks.
sign my son up, please.
Yeah!
Oh, great. What's his name? Eric Cartman.
Cartman! Yeah!
You see, this is Spencer's going, the vampire werewolf. I am going to hell. I am going to hell, but I'm enjoying every single second of the ride. I am a terrible person. I am a terrible person.
Is also confirmed by the recent post on the subreddit, which is posted by an old friend of Spencer. One of the things that they said is that Spencer tried to get disability checks but was refused. Now, she had a job at a vape shop, but she couldn't hold it down because she had
Wow, that type of girl working in a vape shop? Color me shocked.
to mop a floor, and she refused to do so because of her disability, or at least the disability she claims she has. But as far as I know, and as far as anybody I've talked to about this that's close to her knows, she does not have a disability, or any diagnosed physical disability. Recently,
What kind of disability would prevent you from mopping? It can't be the same disability that, you know, makes you completely fine just standing somewhere, right?
she went online trying to get a lawyer to fight disability because she got a job and she said she couldn't mop because she's been trying to get disability forever. And she has no documentation for it, so she's been denied. So she pretends to be a victim all the time, and that's how she gets what she wants. This is also confirmed by that Reddit post. Now, one of the major claims that she makes is that she was abused by Camden and was involved in this huge vampire cult. Now, Camden most likely did not have any type of cult, at least not one as big as her and Max.
I'm sorry, I love that clip so much. I love that clip so much. I'm gonna find a way to isolate that. I'll make that like the dono gif. That would be awesome. Like if someone does like a $20 dono, that's the clip that plays.
Claim. They say he has hundreds of members in this cult, however, this is most likely just a role-playing group of a bunch of people who were really into that stuff. On one of Max's current unlisted shorts, there is a screenshot of a Facebook post by what he alleges was Camden himself. The icon at the top of the post shows that whoever was seeing this post had to be a friend of Camden's on this account. But other than that, this pattern here I was able to reverse image search, and it turns out it comes from a show called Teen Wolf. The show is about, quote, a young
Yeah, that's semi reboot of Teen Wolf MTV did. What was that? The mid 2000s?
werewolf who defends his town from supernatural creatures. This same werewolf, quote, must control animalistic instincts that are amplified by feelings of aggression and full moons. Now, this might not seem too relevant, but Spencer over and over again claimed that in the many interviews she had, that Camden forced her to have sex with him outside whenever there was a full moon. So it seems like Camden was role-playing this character from the show, that or Spencer just made all of it up, because she was a fan of the show or something. As I talked about before, she's into some really messed up roleplay stuff, so it wouldn't surprise me. Now, when she ran away from home, Camden offered her to go live with him, so she ran away to Georgia to live with him. Just a few months later, she was found sleeping on a park bench and taken into a group home, until her family fought to get custody of her again and bring her home. The most likely reason for her leaving Camden is that Camden broke up with her and she didn't take that breakup very well. Did Camden abuse her? I can't confirm or deny. But judging from all these details I found, her history of lying, the recent Reddit post, and the story I got from my source, she most likely is at the very least heavily embellishing the facts of what happened. When she was back home, later on, she reached out to Max through a friend who is Max's sister, and Max offered to pay her and give her a place to live and, quote, help her make YouTube money. In exchange, of course, for her to be on camera and give her story about Camden. She most likely saw this as a good opportunity to get easy money.
I just imagine Max is like in he's like in a chair. He's got like the old like Hollywood executive producer look going on. He's got a cigar. He's like, I'm gonna make you a star in the pictures, kid. All you gotta do is show your face and say that you were brainwashed by a vampire cult. I love how in the comments of this video people are defending this disability claim by saying it could have been mental. But what mental disability makes you not be able to mop? I don't know. I'm so happy I never watched this shit. Listen, okay. I'm a fan of like Vampire the Masquerade. And that's like a tabletop role-playing game. And also has a couple like video games too. But you know what I never believed? I never believed vampires were an actual thing. I never believed that. Not one moment, because guess what? It's TV, it's a movie, it's a game. I don't I don't know if Spencer genuinely believed it or she just like she was so deep into this supposed roleplay. It's just all so dumb.
And get back at Camden for the breakup. So it was a match made in heaven. He used her for the money and she used him for the money. Another one of her claims is that she was SA'd in Arkansas on her way to Camden in Georgia. She said she was SA'd on her way to Georgia in Little Rock, Arkansas. This happened according to her in the bus bathroom. However, Spencer is not this weak victim she tries to portray herself as. Her being SA'd there without her fighting back or anyone hearing anything is most likely just a lie. Now, when she was booking her ticket in Dallas, she couldn't get one to Georgia because she was a minor at the time, but she did convince an elderly woman to buy a ticket for her, so she has been lying and manipulating her way at every step. The next claim is that she has multiple miscarriages. Even according to that same subreddit post,
yeah, which has already been debunked by Muda because of his wife. But yeah, that is Spencer lying? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Speaking of Mama Max, British Runner, would you like to watch the new Mama Max video with us?
Yes, I would.
All right, guys, we've been waiting for this.
I've already seen it.
We've been waiting for this for a hot minute now. Mama Max responding. We found out that he was working at a children's center for abused kids. He was teaching them how to film stuff. Then he got fired from that. Then Spencer decided to cut ties with him, and then I'd love to switch up with his audience to where it's like, oh, she's a victim. How can anyone deny her story? And then as soon as she leaves Max, they're all like, she's a lying whore. She was never a vampire. Like, really? I wonder what we were saying this whole time. But yes,
I just don't get how Max could like hear her say, "Oh, I got pregnant like 3 times in 3 months," and think, "Yep, sounds legit."
What's that? You had like 5 abortions? Oh yeah, that seems real. Listen. I think because like it's been far revealed at this point that he's just a bullshitter, and like he bullshits his way through all of his like his predator stories, right? I think he just thought he could bullshit just enough with this.
You know what they say though? Allegations are evidence, apparently.
Oh, true. The great flamenco taught us that long ago.
The ancient lolcow.
The ancient lolcow. Look, he's got the dog on the bed for support.
That's why just
Get
wait
it?
for the
He's super
animation.
funny because like he's like referencing the fact that nobody likes him anymore. Isn't he like super ironic and funny now?
Just gonna steal this from lyrics. Is that MLK on his wall? I have a
Yo,
dream.
that's MLK on his wall. It looks like he's got other civil rights figures, like pretty. What the...
I have no idea who those people are, but
Yeah, he's like, guys, I'm advocating for the rights of children.
Guys, I just want to talk. There's a lot.
By the way, I know YouTube doesn't give out the metrics for like the likes and dislikes, so this isn't entirely accurate. But like this has to be telling. Like 3.5K dislikes and not even 600 likes. Oh my god, I can't even read the comments.
I have to share with you over the next few uploads. It may be decades before the truth around this case comes to light.
Why decades? Why decades? If there are, because remember, he said that Cameron Gerard Davis had hundreds upon hundreds of cult members.
No, that was Spencer. That was Spencer that said that shit.
But he parroted whatever she was saying, right?
Oh,
And,
okay, yeah.
You know, up until now, she apparently was a reliable source. So, like, point is, he has all these cult members, and it's
Are
pretty.
these people like working with Mutaha now, not him.
Last I heard, he was helping. Yes. Well,
So how does he have contact with these people then?
do you remember when him and Spencer were like saying, "Yeah, we're gonna sue Muda,
Oh yeah.
and the money's gonna help the survivors."
And the survivors will speak up when they are ready.
What survivors? You got no one. You have nothing. You have no one. That's
I
it.
wonder what he would say. This my thumbnail is in his video as well.
Oh no, yeah, I saw he was using a lot of people's thumbnails.
Yeah. I was like, I played it through slow motion. I was like, come on, it's gotta be in here. It's gotta be. And then it's like near the end. I'm like, yes, there it is.
I'll be honest. I was trying to look for mine. I don't think mine made the cut, but I did see a lot of Xylee's thumbnails. I saw a lot of the broadcast thumbnails, which is pretty cool.
But I would like to start uploading again.
Because you just lost your job and that Patreon money ain't doing shit for you now.
Now this is the thing.
Mhm.
I actually wrote a script for an update for the Spencer stuff, and in my script, I actually did say I think he will because he's lost his position in the organization.
Yeah.
I literally had the thought that he was actually just going to blame everybody else and then make his documentary on silencing survivors and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I was kind of near to
I mean, you
Like, I
predict he
think
was
I
going to
was,
come
like-
back.
I did predict it, yeah. So a little bit, but not to what this is.
Especially when we get into where he starts rationalizing why everyone hates him. It's hilarious.
Now, you've probably heard
Oh, here we go. Let's you know what we're gonna turn the sound off. We're gonna play this in like 1.5 so that way we can spot all the thumbnails. Look at that. Don't trust. Oh, we got Papa Gut thumbnail. We got a now recording thumbnail.
Yeah.
Let's see. Quite.
I don't know that one.
Xylee, Papa Gut. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little pissed that I did not make the cut. I'm a little pissed. You know what? I think we're just gonna have to do some harder work here on the Nerdy Live channel, and because I'll be honest, I don't know how you feel about this, British Runner, but I think Spencer and Mama Max over here were a little more than just acquaintances, if you catch my drift. I think something was a little fishy behind the scenes, because I'm sorry, like, I don't know. It seems very weird. I mean, I knew he would go. He knew he was going to get some money out of it, but still, it's weird that
Yeah, I think
he
he
just
was.
lets a random woman live in his house for free for
Yeah, the thing
however many
is,
months she lived with him.
he's a few screws short of a workbench, though. So.
Yeah. Well, it's like, also too, like, I don't know how much of it you know about this prior, but like he had like 5 of his exes come out with like abuse stories against him.
Oh, I know. I put it in the video.
Oh yeah. But like I'm just saying, like a guy doesn't project this much about like children and women being hurt unless he's a preacher in the whorehouse kind of situation, you know?
Yeah.
Something's a little off here. So it's just a little off.
In the year 2024. And it's probably only going to get harder as time goes on. Mass psychosis is
Mass psychosis. That's it, guys. It wasn't just I was finally revealed to be a bullshitter artist. Millions of people simultaneously have experienced mass psychosis, and that's why they hate me, the great Mama Max. Okay, listen, I'm a perfect being. You can't hate me.
The Dark Lord of the Loghouse.
I know, right? Yeah, Matt, dude, mass psychosis.
There is one thing I need answered by Mama Max. What is causing this mass psychosis? Could it be the 5G towers?
Well, oh no, was it a certain coof? Was it the coof? Dude, it could be anything. But you know what? I bet you somehow Tommy C is responsible for it.
He's the mastermind behind this.
Yeah. Tommy C's been behind this all since day one. Everyone views Matt Pitt as the Cabal leader. It's actually Tommy C.
It's going to be in the QR code somewhere.
Yeah.
We have reason to believe that this was all due to Tommy C interfering.
is very real. And I'm sure you all can pretty much feel it at this point. Now, people have taken my silence as an admission of guilt. That is not the case. I was simply
Imagine how, like, okay, I hate using buzzwords in all seriousness, but like, imagine how much of a fucking narcissist you have to be in order to be like, no, I can't possibly be wrong. I couldn't have possibly fucked up here. No, everyone else is experiencing some sort of mental delusion about me.
Yeah.
like a good chunk of your diehard supporters left you. Spencer has left you. The majority of the survivors have left you. And any connections you had on YouTube have ceased to exist because they've seen how much of a fake piece of shit you are. But everyone else is but you was experiencing mass psychosis? What the fuck?
Yeah, it just really shows his true character here. Like, you could have came back and said, hey, you know what? I'm sorry. You know, like, I'm sorry to, like, Anthony and to my exes and all that shit. But now you just come back and say, no, I'm not the problem. Everyone else is the problem.
No, yeah. Because, like, for years, he's always experienced, like, unanimous support. Like, actually, I have a clip here from when... you remember researching the pick a side YouTube stuff, right?
Yeah.
So he got like the scary thing was a good chunk of people were in support of him, but like these were the main three people who were like, I'm not too fond of that, and this is how he responded to them.
I care not for the sympathizers and bystanders nipping at my heels. I have learned to ignore such naysayers when quelling them.
Yeah, this is the thing that I put in my video, though. Like, he adds that message of, if you don't support me, then you support the predators, or you don't support me, then you must be a predator. And that is some dangerous level of speaking, really.
It really is.
Like you can't do that.
Well, like, and like, you know, there's been a lot of people who try to say that YouTubers run their own cults before, and usually I'm not for that kind of speaking, but like the way he goes about stuff is very like it's very cult like in that mindset of like, oh wait, but like we're the solution to the problem, and you're against us, then you're part of the problem. Like he has that sort of rhetoric to him.
I mean, there
And-
was a video. There was a video where he actually said, like, I'm looking for people to join me, but you must be someone that has nothing left to lose. And to me, that sounded like he was like exploiting the mentally ill.
Yeah,
like,
getting the
'cause you would
desperate
have to be
involved.
mentally ill. Yeah, you would have to be mentally ill to think that you have nothing left to live for.
Respecting the wishes of those I was advocating for. But I am not the monstrous villain that I've been caricaturized as. I don't care. I don't care who says I'm doing this for money or clout.
You clearly do, though.
I've lost that,
I mean,
and I'm still
Did you
doing.
see in his Patreon the highest tier that you could go for?
What was
I
it,
can't remember what it's
$2,000, right?
It was
What was it, embryo or fetus?
It was 800. It was £849, I believe.
No,
if I'm remembering correctly.
Maybe he changed the tiers, but like I remember his
No.
Patreon. Let's see, go to support. Yeah, the
No, the highest was nearly £1,000.
Oh,
it was nearly $1,000.
Here we go. Zygote, embryo, fetus, newborn, prodigy, producer, $1,000. I could have sworn there was a producer one where it was 2,000.
Oh no. No, because it translates to my country as well. So that would have translated to nearly £1,000 because it's in dollars right now.
But yeah, like you can tell by his like his Patreon stuff and everything. He just wants to make horror movies. Just make the fucking horror movies, you talentless.
Yeah, it's a very it's quite edgy for someone who wants to safeguard children, right?
Mm. Yeah, it's large scale circle jerk. I think we should get Mama Max on the Circle Jerk podcast, as Review Tech USA would put it.
Doing this work because it truly matters, because it is very important work. We need to refocus our conversations on future generations that are facing multiple global threats.
Oh my fucking God, get off the cross. We need the wood.
Actually reminds me of a thumbnail from a speedrunner channel. Like what do you call it? How speedrunners saved Dead Space 2. And it literally looks like that, except from it's like the hand that you see in the Dead Space.
You got this dismembered arm
with the what do you call it? God's hand.
The portrait, the
pointing towards the thing. Yeah, so this looks exactly the same.
That we are all perpetuating, and there's so much work we have to do to help them. So if you take away.
Do you think he's at a point of delusion where he actually believes what he's doing, or do you think he's just like the ultimate bullshitter?
He looks delusional. Like the way he's like, if you go back a couple of minutes, where it a couple of seconds more, like where it cuts from the animation to him
waiting, and
look at that. Like what?
look at that.
Like he's scheming.
I know.
Like
look at the fucking hand movements. Like like that's like you give that hands to like the evil advisor to the king. It's like yes, my king.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
There's so much work we have to do to help.
Maybe it's just like he was conning people for so long. He started to believe his own bullshit. Who knows?
So if you take away one thing from this channel, let it be this: crimes against children remains one of the most devastating sources of injustice.
We get it. Child abuse bad.
This and suffering
This is not a topic everyone was arguing on, believe it or not.
for humanity. That is a fact. So yes, absolutely call the
Like,
police
no one's doing anything.
Yeah.
when you have been harmed or your children have been harmed. However, that is just the first step in a very long and difficult process that most victims give up on. And most children go without seeing justice. However, we can rebuild the infrastructural issues with law enforcement and legal processes to ensure.
Oh, you're actually going to get law enforcement involved? That'd be a first. That'd be a first for you, buddy.
more kids are getting restorative justice that they deserve. And hopefully
I'm sure
one
you had
day we
everything
can
to do with that,
prevent
too.
crimes from happening to children at all. That is my mission.
No, your mission was to get money.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because justice is not freely given. It is something we must fight for. And that sucks because a lot of kids can't fight. They don't even know where to begin. They probably don't even know that a crime is being committed against them most times. Cyber crimes against children continues to rise at an unprecedented scale. And the psychological exploitation of technology will destroy us if we do not correct these patterns. That is my belief. Those who have a voice must speak for those who are voiceless. So with that said, I will see you soon.
Okay then.
Yeah, that is the return of Mama Max. It's
Pretend hunter.
yeah, the pretend everyone's favorite pretend hunter. You know, he just likes to LARP, you know. Here we are. Here are some
Return
of the
of the
comments. Feel free to ask me anything here, and I'll do my best to respond. There's a difference between mass psychosis and basic fucking criticism, Max. No way bro's calling it mass psychosis. Wow, he is so narcissistic. He thinks he can mass gaslight everyone thinking we have experienced
God.
mass psychosis. Yeah, Muda! Oh, with the verified account. Man, you really did not learn a thing at all, did you? I could cancel Charlie if I wanted to. It's true, though. I'm the PDF file hunter, Mama Mags.
I have a I was thinking about saying this in the Max video, like I could literally cancel you, Max. I could literally cancel you. I mean, I'm the freaking British runner.
Let's see. Mass psychosis. Didn't you try to sue Mudahar for bringing this up to light? Please stop using the exploitation of children as a moral high ground. All we asked for was more evidence and an apology. Stop deflecting. To use child exploitation as a shield is actually crazy. As a mental health professional with a doctorate, I can tell you that mass psychosis is not what made people turn on you. It was your own actions. You claimed that you got people arrested. You never did. You made false allegations against other creators. People called you out, and instead of apologizing, you doubled and tripled down. You need to apologize to the people you've harmed and refused and refund the people who you scammed and get a real job. Well, I don't think I need a doctorate to say that, but yeah. That's exactly what he did.
I'm no psychologist, but
yeah. Well, you see, guys, I'm not a legal expert, but I smell bullshit. So while I have you here, I am curious. So Nick theorizes this. Do you think the whole Spencer left him thing? Do you think that's a plant Mama Max did, or do you think she actually left him?
I don't know. Personally, from what she's been like, I think she might have left him. But like her problem would be that she's expecting other people to do the work for her. She wants someone to go and drive like 18 hours, I believe it was, to wherever she is, and then go all the way back to Dallas. And it's just like, why don't you live in that trailer that you've got, get a job, save up, and then move?
But that requires effort.
Yeah.
but
I guess it could be fake. I wouldn't put it past Max at this point. So
yeah, honestly, with how much both of them have lied about everything involving themselves, it strikes me as
there was a time that she lured a child to Camden.
Oh yeah, don't forget she's the Maxwell of the Cameron Gerard Davis cult, where she's just like bringing Cameron Gerard Davis to children that he needs to feed on.
You know, is it bad for me to say that when I read Spencer saying that Max was starving her, is it bad for me to say that I was thinking of the scene where Negan said to that woman in The Walking Dead, it's like, you starving? Like, I literally thought of that.
Didn't Spencer already move in with some other guy? Well, supposedly, according to those text messages from Spencer, Max was controlling when she could see her boyfriend, which I don't know, which leads to my original theory that those two were fucking. Those two were fucking, okay? You can't convince me otherwise.
Or maybe, I don't know, maybe Max had been treating Spencer like he was his property or something like that. Or maybe he brought her to the house to keep up appearances.
Yeah, to make a serious point,
and
he is a very controlling person who has had a lot of issues with women in the past. So it wouldn't surprise me whether it was sexual, whether they had a sexual relationship or not, that he was a controlling person.
I just don't see them being in a sexual relationship personally.
Oh, do you think do you think Max could do better? You think Max can do better than that whale?
I just I don't know, but I think it would to be honest with it was already a conflict of interest, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because supposedly Spencer being his little sister's best friend or something.
Yeah,
I wonder.
I don't know personally.
Iron Duck says, "I wonder if Max put the video out now because she's gone." It's funny the idea that Spencer kept fucking up his videos anytime he would try. No, you see, that's the cope his fan base is trying to give out now. That like Max was trying to do the work, but it was Spencer who messed everything up.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. I have a theory that why he came back now, and it's because of this Mr. T Lexify stuff. Like,
oh, you think it's because of that?
It all is, and like, yeah. I mean, like, just think about it. Like, you got this massive YouTuber that's just been outed as a predator by his old flame, and he's calling her a predator as well, and it's just like this probably would have been the best time for Max to come back in his mind. Like, that's what I'm assuming anyway. I'm assuming that, like, I don't know if that's to be a fact or not, but like, it does make sense to me that he would probably think that.
He's like, well, I gotta address this one thing first, but then I can start making content about how YouTubers are pedos again.
I think that makes sense that he would come back at this time. Like, even though his credibility's been shot into the ground at this point.
Right. Yo, Max, all I'm saying is next time you cry about the commentary community, at least include me, so that way I can feel involved, I'm just saying, man, throw a guy a bone, throw a homie.
I don't get why people try to make an enemy of the commentary community. Like it never ends well.
Right. Well, especially if you go after like the heavy hitters, right? You're not just going after like the small spurgy guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
well, it's funny, and you've learned this for your research, but like Max was sort of a commentary guy back in the day. He was on a commentary
Oh, yeah.
podcast. He was friends with a lot of the then commentary dudes,
Mm.
and
Yeah, he was.
so
It's been
like he
ages
knows
since
how
I've
things
looked at
operate.
that
He should know better.
video. Yeah.
Oh no, I
Like
mean those
it
two.
was part of that.
Oh, sorry. Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. I was just gonna say, like, he was part of Elvis the Alien and them lot, weren't he?
Hmm.
I mean, maybe it makes sense.
Yeah, John gotta try harder to be photoshopped onto Derek. Yeah. I can't see any situation where you would take care of Spencer when you're in a relationship. Parents probably kicked her out. No, so she ran away from home. Got when they found her after her little fling with Cameron. She was in the foster care system for a bit. I think she still continued to see him afterwards. And then she came back to her family. And that's where the story ends. Is she's back? Well, was back in her original home. Seems like she's now moving 18 hours away. But yeah, she seems like I think people could tell this straight off the bat. So she just seems like a very attention-seeking person. Like,
Oh yeah.
do you remember when she did that interview with that autistic trans person?
Oh, Smaggle.
No, Smaggle's not trans.
Oh, sorry, not him. Sorry, I thought you said like, because I remember Smaggle saying like, oh yeah, like I'm a little bit autistic, so I have the pass or something like that.
No, she was being interviewed by that communist trans person, and in that interview, Spencer was saying, yeah, like I want this to be like the Law and Order SBU, where like they bring the abusers to justice. I think to her this is just like one big fucking LARP.
One big game, really. Well, I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that.
Red
interview.
Pagan Corner. Thank you. Yeah, that was the name of the channel.
Yeah, the one that turned against her when it all became a bit too real.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh shit, I'm in over my head."
Oh shit, I'm on the wrong side of the war.
Yeah, shit, better switch sides.
Like it's just a split screen game.
yeah. Shit. I got. Hey, on. Pass me the controller. But I'm winning. I know. Pass me the controller.
We're losing. I need to be on the winning side.
Exactly. But I just want to say thank you, British Runner, for coming on. You want to shout out your channel real quick before you head out?
Yeah, sure. Like, hey, I'm the British Runner. Come and watch my videos on whatever I cover now.
It's a coin toss nowadays, right? Because like there could be some gaming drama stuff with like the everyone's favorite meth wombat, or it could involve everyone's favorite YouTube hunter, Mama Max.
Yeah, it could do.
Or the Spurgy people known as Scarlet Reaper.
I mean, the whole thing with Lexo, like, is just insane. Like, every time I think I've got it worked out, there's something else that just comes out. And
because
it's like, what?
When
it's just easy to say they're all like not innocent in a way.
Yeah. Do you remember when that drama first blew up, when like Lex screen recorded every single Snapchat message and like how pathetic he looked in it?
Oh yeah, I saw Nick's coverage of it.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
And then his actual like response video came out, and then Noah made his response video, right?
Yeah,
and it's sort of
I gave it a bit of critique.
You could probably chalk it up to Max being narcissistic and Spencer taking advantage of the situation. I think they're both narcissistic. They just go about it in different ways.
Yeah.
She's a manipulative, lazy narcissist. She's like a narcissist that believes he's like God's gift to Earth.
That'd be insane. Like, is there any other theories about why Max has come back now, or is that it?
I think it's just like he wants to restart his career. I think he wants to get that Patreon money back. And I think what he plans on doing is I think he plans on going to an easy case that he knows he can win. And, you know, see if he can get any brownie points from that.